Everybody, we got another mail call today, which is pretty sweet. Another package from our friends over at Recca Publishing and Black Hills Information Security. And let's see what we have. We got two things in this package. We got the second edition or the second volume of the Infosec Survival Guide, and also the next issue of Prompt comic book, which is pretty slick. Let's start with Infosec Survival Guide. The Infosec Survival Guide is a really cool project they've been working on. There's This is the second edition of it, or the second volume of it, and what it is a collection of like short, I'm not going to say essays, but articles written by people in the community, right? It has all kinds of things. This one has like a whole section on getting started in pen testing. So it gives you some information on how to go through if you want to become a pen tester, some resources, things like that. Similar, if you want to get into blue teaming, it has some good information on that. And just has all kinds of really nice, just well assembled, concise information on how to be in InfoSec. And I really like that. Talks about purple teaming in this one. Let's see, digital forensics is covered in this one, how to write reports. And they're all pretty easy to read, easy to kind of consume content, right? We're not talking about like a textbook. We're talking about a couple of pages, a few pages maybe, with some really good information and links and places for you to expand your knowledge in those areas. This was one of my favorite articles, I think, in this version, right? They have a section called "How to Say No." Telling a customer no, I think, is a valuable lesson that a lot of people need to learn. And it's not cruel to tell customers no, right? Like understanding that as a business, especially as a managed service provider or a MSSP, you're not going to always be the best fit for a customer, first of all, and the customer isn't always going to have the best requests for you. So being able to say, hey, you know what, I think I'm a bad fit for this, and also, hey, that might not be a good idea, are very important lessons to learn, and to do so professionally, I think, is really, really key. So if you don't have a copy, pick up a copy of the InfoSec Survival Guide. I'm excited to kind of dive into each of the articles. And let's see. And the second thing was this edition of the Prompt Darknet Diaries version of the Prompt comic book. So if you haven't been following along, Prompt is a free zine, I think is what they call it. But it's really well illustrated comic book that talks a lot about InfoSec stuff. So really, really cool project. I think the last one was even in 3D. I think I have the glasses around here somewhere still. And these make for just really fun, take a break from work type stuff while still learning to an extent, because the content is usually pretty funny and relatable. Um, but yeah, cool mail call. Thanks again for the crew over at Recca. Really good stuff. I'm excited to wait for the next arrival. But for now, I'm going to dive into these. Y'all have a good night.